right, welcome everybody to Talking Smash. This is episode 5. I'm your host, Ryan, and this is...
Roger, how you doing?
And before we get started, big special thanks to everybody who joined us last week on YouTube for our live stream of Mania.
Hell yeah, it was awesome.
We had so much fun. We like talking to you guys. Please keep coming back because those make it so much more enjoyable for us.
A lot of Nia Jax fans in the chat.
So we read.
Oh no. Oh, it was a great stream though. It was lively the whole time. It was one of the first really good times that I've had fun streaming every time, but this time like we had tons of people talking with us. Well, at least what to us is a ton of people.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, a couple of our friends in there, which, props to those guys. Thanks for hanging out with us some more. But it was, people that we had never met, total strangers that decided to spend WrestleMania with us. And if you guys are listening to this, thank you all. It was really cool, and we really, really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah. And,
some funny fucks out there.
And of course, we got to be in the winner's circle because we winners, baby. We winners.
Yeah, we did our little competition.
We did it. We planted our flag.
Yeah, we planted our flag. Our flag got deleted. Then our other flag got deleted, and then I got completely removed from the Smart to Death page. That is not a lie. That is the honest truth. They removed me from their page.
That's just good heel work, dude.
I feel like there's some things going on there. I feel like they got some dissension in the ranks. If you're on somebody's page, these Smart to Death guys, they got them some mods out there. But clearly their mods aren't watching their content. They don't know what the hell's going on because they would have known that we've been talking about a competition for the past, a month. And I go on, we win, I go to very lightly gloat.
Lightly.
If anybody knows me, they know I can gloat much heavier.
Well, you ended up gloating much heavier.
Oh, I did. I did. By the time that I got removed and they put me back on, I came in with the hammer. Like, I was furious, dude. I'm about to tear these damn these young cucks up, okay?
You were targeted.
Yeah, I was targeted. They were trying to remove me.
They're trying to censor you.
Yeah.
The right to censor, that's them.
Yeah. You got Stevie Richards running your page. What the hell is going on here?
Oh,
man.
Don't worry. That's the Jameson talking.
Yeah. We're mixing it with a little bit of Dr. B today.
Sure. Right?
Yeah. It's the soda of the WrestleForever podcast.
That is true.
If you got an HEB, go down there and get you a big can of Dr. Butts. Mix anything with it, it's all good.
It's all good. It's one of those things.
It's real fun to say.
But the good thing about this last weekend was it was really solid weekend. And just to talk about TakeOver, which started off on Saturday night.
Before we get into TakeOver.
Yeah.
One more thing. I don't mean to keep going back to us beating Smart to death. But they're supposed to be carrying us a flyer to All In, correct?
I think they are now doing it at a few live shows now.
Are these live shows televised?
I don't think so.
This
is war now.
It's bullshit. They were going to have me drink that dank-ass, skunk-ass, cheap-ass whiskey.
Yes.
And I have a streak in my hair, a blonde streak on the side of my hair. I'm waving it around right now, Ryan, because I lost a bet. And I am a man, and I owned up to my bet.
Yeah.
I would have drank that.
You had to dye your hair like
Kentucky
Seth Rollins.
Deluxe, yeah.
Yeah, Roger lost a bet years back. And if he said if he lost, he would dye that blonde streak in his head like Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth Rollins doesn't even have the streak anymore. It's just me.
Yeah, well, your hair's getting long.
It is. It's very small and at the bottom bit.
Cut that thing off.
No. I lost a bet. I'm a man.
All right, then.
All right. TakeOver.
TakeOver was so good. Best TakeOver probably ever, right? It's got to be. Because it's the first one to ever get 2 5-star matches.
Yep. Is it the first WWE event to get 2 5-star matches?
I think so.
I think that's the case.
On the same pay-per-view, absolutely. So that means Gargano now has 2 5-star matches.
Back to back.
Yeah. He's killing it. And so just to just to give you what Meltzer ranked every single match.
Mm-hmm.
So there were 2 5-stars. The 2 5-star one was the Gargano and Ciampa in the North American title match, the ladder match.
Yep.
So that means Ricochet and EC3 get 5-star matches their first match in. Their first or televised match or pay-per-view.
Both of those matches are very deserving of that because they were both very, very good.
They were so good. Oh, my God.
That ladder match was the perfect way to kick off a show.
Yeah. It was one of those matches where I was like, ooh, following that sucks because that was real good. And so the Dusty Rhodes Classic, the finals there, got 3.25.
I feel like that's pretty fair.
See, I feel like the ending pushed it to a 4. Maybe that's just for me.
That's what so the 2 matches kind of in between. There's one more match, the title match, but the 2 matches that got 3.25 stars. I feel like they both could have been 4-star matches.
Yeah.
Some people might argue the women's title match, but I really liked that match. I thought the first one was good, and I thought this one was better.
Yeah. The Classic, though, that ending was great.
Mm-hmm.
They took enough time to make me forget that they already tried to recruit Roddy Strong.
Yeah.
So they did a whole angle where they were trying to recruit him. He said no, and they waited long enough that I totally forgot about that, and everybody should have seen that coming when they saw who was going to be in the match.
Yeah.
I feel like that was so obvious, but yet they did it so perfectly.
Yep.
Nobody saw that turn coming, and then when it did, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, and it's strange too because Roddy was going to win that match either way.
Yeah, I know. But for the sake of storylines going forward, which I'm assuming now, you're probably going to get, while Bobby Fish is out, you're probably going to get Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed
so we got,
for some matches.
We got Tyler Bate.
You got Tyler Bate, the Trent Seven,
and Pete Dunne.
Yeah, and Pete Dunne. Which, I mean, those 6-man tags could be pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That could be fun. And that's awesome. Yeah, the women's title. So the women's title got 3.25.
Mm-hmm. There was only one thing I didn't like about it, and that was So I like when they add story into matches and stuff, but her relocating her arm spot, I could have done without it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think think that was the only thing. If they would have scrapped that, it would definitely without a question, I would say it's a 4-star match.
I never looked into that. Was that real or was that worked?
I don't think so, dude.
I mean,
I've relocated my shoulder before. It sucks, but you don't bang it into a post.
Yeah, I forgot about it until you brought it up. Yeah, she just banged it into the post. I think the men's title could have been, I don't know. I'm not trying to nitpick over
I think
0.25, but I think 4.5.
Yeah,
could have
4
been
to 4.5. Anywhere in there is acceptable because it was a very good match.
Yeah, it was. So
Zelina Vega kills it, man.
Yeah, she does. I'd like to see her in the ring. I don't know if they plan on doing anything with her in the ring.
I'm assuming something with Candice LeRae.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm trying to think of who challenges Shayna Baszler next.
Dakota Kai, maybe.
Somebody she can beat real easily and get.
Yeah, she's going to destroy some people for a little bit.
Yeah. You think she holds it? I mean, obviously, I don't think she's losing it. I think we get to the next takeover and she still has a belt. Does she lose it at the next takeover?
No.
You think she defends it at least once before we get another one?
I think she'll carry it for at least a couple.
You think so?
Before they have somebody strong enough.
Well, I think they should definitely build up Candice LeRae because I think that's your next big star that's sitting on your roster.
Yeah.
As far as the women go, that's the other big star. Her and Zelina Vega, but I think they're trying to keep Zelina Vega in the more management role.
They need to. I think she can have matches, but she needs to be more than anything with. And
this is also assuming Almas isn't called up.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really know, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But this weekend was just so great, and it got topped off Saturday night with the other 5-star match, Ciampa versus Gargano.
Yeah, man, what a match that was.
That was good. That one had the perfect mix of the psychology aspect of it and just storytelling and just in-ring performance.
And it was just, overall, it was a brutal match. It was sloppy, but kind of in the good way. It's it gave the feeling that there was desperation and these guys were trying to hurt each other.
Oh yeah. That power bomb on the concrete.
Oh God, dude.
That was so bad. I was just like, oh God. That one hurt me so bad. When they pulled up the mat, and I
You
was
think
just
they practiced that spot?
they worked on it
Yeah.
for several times.
I think that's one of the
Weeks.
spots you practice on. They're like, no, we're not doing this spot.
Just lay me down, kind of joke.
I do want to say that. So this match was very good, and it got 5 stars. And this is like one of the prime reasons now that I get why people do not like Meltzer going off and giving something a 6-star match.
Yeah.
Because
And then something else the next one got like a 6.25 or something.
yeah, that's freaking bullcrap. Because this match was good.
It's a pretty stupid thing to go off your rating system.
Yeah.
But, well,
I feel like it hangs with the best of them, dude. That's how good this match was. It was very good.
it was so solid. You finally got, that was such a long feud. And we had to go through Ciampa's injury. And while he's injured, we're getting Gargano just basically losing a lot. And he can't get it together since he's
Losing, but also putting on really good matches.
Yeah, really great matches, but he can't get it together because he's still like in his head, and you finally got Ciampa back and they've just played it perfectly. That's how you tell a really good story. And that's how you can have a really great story and interesting match. And there's no belt on the line.
Yep.
And this is where you can learn a lesson on the main card is
Yeah.
give some stories to these people who don't have belts.
To be fair, there was a job on the line, though.
There was a job on the line, and that's fine writing that into
I hit my mic.
that was fine writing that into the story. But you can have things that people look forward to, and they don't have to have a title on the line. Nobody cared that there was no title.
Oh, yeah. I would have liked just to see them beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah, it was just so good.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get to see a return. I thought for a second there before the pay-per-view that we might see a return from War Machine.
Okay.
So, well, not a return, but whatever. They show up, their debut.
Yeah, their debut.
I thought that's how the Dusty Rhodes Classic might end, is some sort of return like that. Of course, the ending they went with was perfectly fine because that was awesome. But we ended up getting War Machine. Oh, I'm sorry. The War Raiders.
The War Raiders.
On Wednesday, that next Wednesday.
So how do you feel about that name, buddy?
I don't know. Well, ask me in 6 months when I've heard it a million times. Right now, I do not like it that
So
much.
I think I already have a better name for them.
What?
And B, I think I know why they changed the name, why they had to.
Give me your theories and your
It's
new name.
because of Marvel and Disney.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, War Machine is a trademark character. And
Okay.
he's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I don't know for sure.
So you think? Wait.
I think.
So you think they didn't care when it was on the Indies, but then when it hit the big promotion,
Right.
It was like, okay,
Yeah.
sorry, now you don't get to use
Same
that
thing
anymore.
with the Iconics.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who's got that.
Yeah, no, but that's at a much smaller level. This is Marvel and Disney. And you got these big hulking guys that are going to beat the shit out of people.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Disney.
But I think that's what it has to do with. And I think maybe Meltzer has corroborated that, but I don't know for sure.
What do you mean?
Like he has said as well that that's the reason that
Oh,
they
that's the
changed
reason.
it.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
What's your better name?
They should have went with War Machina. That's close enough to Machine.
It is, but then the problem is how many people call it War Machina
Who?
forever.
Well, that's true, but I mean, all you have to do is have Moro screaming "War Machina, Deus Ex Machina, the God in the Machine." You have him just shit out pop culture references like he always does.
I mean, I just love that you give an anime right to it.
Well, it's not an anime, dude. That's Deus Ex Machina is an old. It's like Latin. It's an old Latin saying.
Yeah, but
It's been around forever.
yeah, I think of the anime nowadays.
Is there?
I think there is one, isn't there?
You're talking about the video game.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, it's a video game series. It's
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
The anime is like the closest thing I could think for that is Dual Armitage or something like that. But that's beside the point. Just Machina, just it's so close and it does have lineage, and all you have to do is have Moro shout it.
Yeah.
And that man shouts.
I know you don't like him too much now.
It's not that okay, so on Moro, it's not that I don't like him.
There's so much passion there though, Roger.
It's that he's a hand holder, dude. He's a hand holder. And when he did the Cruiserweight Classic with Daniel Bryan, he was so good. He can call matches so well, but I don't need you to tell me who the hell Harley Quinn is. I don't need you to do that. that pisses me off and it gets on my damn nerves.
Did he say that?
Whenever he was on SmackDown, he did it all the time with Alexa Bliss. He would always refer to Stranger Things with Bray Wyatt. He had these things that he would hit, and he hit them all the time. Like, you know, like, all right, dude, so we get that you might be a nerd. I'm a nerd, too. You should see my freaking room. And I don't need you to tell me, I don't need Morrow to tell me who the hell War Machine is.
Well,
what was the one? Thanos. He kept on Takeover, dude. This is what was annoying the shit out of me. In that ladder match, we had Morrow screaming about, the name. What's his name? Big dude.
EC3?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Lars Sullivan?
Lars Sullivan. There it is. That's the name that I need to go to.
Yeah.
He keeps referring to him as the Mad Titan Thanos. The Mad Titan Thanos.
Yes.
Like, dude, everybody knows who freaking Thanos is.
Maybe you're wrong. Maybe they don't know.
All right. They've been building, if maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I would say not everybody knows who Thanos is.
But you think with Guardians and stuff, people
Yes.
know. Yeah.
Yes. I think everybody has looked up who Thanos is by now. We know who Thanos is. I mean, I've known him for a gajillion years. I've known him since Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I worked in a damn comic book store. That's enough of my rant on Morrow. But
did you see the video they released of him, though? He's so excited.
He is excited, and I appreciate that, but use your excitement in calling the match instead of shitting out a pop culture reference. I don't need it.
I wonder if he has a list. You think he thinks of them like when he's on the road?
Maybe, dude. And I know, like, if anybody comes out, I've seen other podcasts and stuff, he'll block them.
Really?
If they like tweet something at him about his pop culture references.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he will. He calls them what's that word? Troglodytes.
Oh, okay.
Twitter troglodytes.
Wow.
He actually used that word on Takeover too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he called somebody. They said they were flying out of the ring like a troglodyte. Like
I'm not sure what that means.
It's a caveman.
Okay.
I don't get.
All right.
It's a person lives in a hole, I think, is the enough about damn Morrow, okay? If he hears this, if you need to block us, dude. But
it's not the first time Roger's been blocked.
Stop that damn nerd hand holding. I don't need you to hold my hand.
Walk alone.
I could do it on my own, baby.
So that was Saturday, though.
EC3, Bruce Wayne of NXT.
He's the billionaire Batman. Mm-hmm. But then Sunday came, and we got the Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, so overall, what did you think of Mania? As a whole.
We started watching wrestling again in about early 2015, January 2015.
Okay.
We got back in. I think it is the best Mania. I did go back and watch 30, but since we started watching...
From 31,
this is the best Mania that we've seen so far. However, it is not. Some people think that it's was a really, 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 really good Mania, and I don't think that. I think it's a middle of the pack Mania, but it was good.
Yeah,
it had good moments and it had some crappy moments.
Yeah,
it had at least one particular moment which I've kind of soured on now.
Yeah,
and we'll get into that later. But overall, I thought it was very entertaining.
What were some of the lows from it?
I thought the tag match, the SmackDown tag match,
too short.
Was a low.
It's because it was too short.
Mm-hmm.
The tag, yeah, that was one of the lows for me too because it was too short. I don't even know how long it was, but it wasn't that long at all. And you let the Bludgeon Brothers go in and do their thing. I felt like I guess they did what they could with the time they were given.
Yeah,
but it was a low because it was just kind of like very forgettable almost.
I think another low would be the cruiserweight match being on the pre-show.
Yeah.
They got their time cut. They did not get to put on the match that they needed. That match that we got, there were 2 cool Spanish Fly spots in there. Mm-hmm. There was a cooler Spanish Fly later in the card. But, dude, it was bullcrap because that match wasn't as good as any of the matches in the tournament on 205 Live.
No.
They should have went main card. They should have got time and the ability to do what they wanted. Another low point I would say is the Daniel Bryan Shane match.
The only low point from that is that they took too long to put Daniel in.
Yes, that's it, and I think that killed a lot of the momentum.
Yeah, leaving him injured on the side and having Shane in
dude,
there for way
like
too
10
long.
Damn minutes, dude.
Yeah, it's like, come on, let's get the hot tag already.
Yeah, and then the other low that I would really mention is the Shinsuke and AJ match. It was not the match that anybody hoped for.
Right.
I don't think it was a bad match per se.
No, it was very average.
But that's the thing. It was average, and that's enough to kill it because that match. Yeah, they're building it up like it's going to be another Wrestle Kingdom, and I drank the Kool-Aid, dude.
I know. I thought it was going to be good too. Hey, look, Smart to Death got one right.
Yeah. Congratulations. They went out and they didn't put on a stinker. They just put on a match.
It was just a very average match with a great ending.
The ending was great, but as far as it could have been a great match with a great ending.
I know.
Yeah.
And you're missing a big low point, which is the ending of the whole pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I already erased that from my mind.
The lowest
I'm sorry.
of the low being Roman Reigns versus
Brock.
Brock.
Roman, yeah.
Oh, my God. That
match was a stinker, dude.
Dude, it was so boring. And, Brock wins. Cool. Can't wait to continue this reign.
They're like, congratulations, WWE. You did something unpredictable.
Yeah. No one saw that coming. Great.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah. You know what? It was unpredictable, but nobody cared.
They're fucking Roman Reigns over so bad.
I feel bad for him, dude.
He's so good, and who's going to turn down main event status like that? Nobody. But his booking is so bad that people fucking hate him.
Yeah.
And he is good. I like him. He's just... Yeah, his promos sometimes fall flat, and sometimes they're amazing.
Yeah, sometimes they're really good, but they can't pull the trigger on him anytime that he's doing something good.
No.
They're like, well, we flirted with the idea, but we're going to go back to old-fashioned Roman Reigns, big dog.
I think the other low point is the length of this pay-per-view.
Okay, yeah.
This is one of those things where I think if this pay-per-view was only 4 hours long, I think they would have knocked it out of the park. Mm-hmm. Been a little more selective on certain things and just had a 4 hour pay-per-view. I think everybody would be talking about how great this Mania was. Because the first like 3.5, 4 hours, they went by fairly fast because it was so entertaining.
Yeah.
We were like, man, this is on par to be like one of the best ever. And then right after that Rousey match, it started losing steam fast.
Yeah, big time.
People started getting tired. The crowd started getting tired. Like, they'd been there all day. They were there at the pre-show, which apparently they were talking about, like, that's unheard of.
Yeah, and I want to say, too, on the pre-show, you know, if you kept it to 4 hours, I would say even put an hour of pre-show on there. You know, optional. You don't have to watch it. But you need to fill that damn pre-show with freaking wrestling.
Yeah.
We had a 2 hour pre-show and, like, 25, 30 minutes of wrestling. 3 matches.
You had 3 matches. You had 2 battle royals. I don't know how long each of those were. I think they saved like 45 minutes for those 3 matches.
I think
it might have been less.
I think it was less. I think it was like 30. I think it was 30 to 35 minutes. It's what the matches got out of that 2 hour spot.
Yeah. Too much talking heads.
Instead, we got 14 promos of Paige here.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
The debut in that movie, and I didn't need that. I didn't need all the packages. Do the package before the damn match, which they do. So they did the packages all throughout the pre-show and before the matches.
Yes.
Cut them out of one of the spots, for the love of God.
For the love of God, we get it. Okay, so best matches though of the night. I have 3 that I think were the best.
Okay, I have 2 matches that I would say are the best. Yes.
Okay, so 2 we might agree on.
Yeah,
I think.
Sure.
Let's start.
I think I know what your other one is, and I think that match was good. It just wasn't good enough.
You didn't. Okay, so yeah, one of mine, probably not the best match of the night, but definitely one of the best. I loved that IC title match.
Yeah, it was good. It was just not good enough.
See, it
was a little off. It was just a little off.
I loved it. I loved the curb stomp on the back of the Miz. Mm-hmm. I loved that spot. There was just so much about it I liked.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins gets to be Grand Slam champ. I wish we would have
saw. They came out with they were all cosplaying except for Finn. He came out with pride.
He was acceptance.
Yeah.
But I wish we would have looked up that he wasn't. That was the one belt he was missing, or else we would have saw that coming.
Yeah.
If I would have seen that, Seth isn't a Grand Slam champ because he hasn't won the IC belt. Oh,
yeah.
Well,
it took me a while to remember
that he was a U.S.
Yeah,
title.
U.S.
Yeah. But I really liked it. I know it was like pretty much. Was it the first one on the main card?
It was first main card match.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it. It was definitely. It definitely didn't slow down anything or like kill the momentum. It kept it going.
Yeah.
But so let's talk about the one pretty much right after it, which was probably the best.
Yeah.
I would rank it. I would rank it number one on this.
Yeah, from a wrestling standpoint, this was the best match, and that was Asuka and Charlotte.
Yeah, they killed it.
Yeah, they killed it,
and they did a Spanish Fly.
Yeah, and that was the better Spanish Fly spot because you did not see that coming.
No, absolutely not. But they did good on the storytelling there. They did good. All the way around. Yeah. That match was just so solid.
That match was fun, and it was very good, well put together.
With the shocker of the whole night.
Yeah, by far. It blew my mind all night. And now...
here we go.
Now
this is more smart to death stuff.
I have soured on this moment.
Oh, you've soured on the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to talk about but that's the Rousey match. The Rousey winning is the lock of the night. That was right.
Oh, I mean, I could say that. And I did say that on the predictions video that it was for sure the lock of the night. And
it was more of a lock than the Brock versus Roman.
Yep, I said it.
You did say
Rod Stradamus strikes again.
But tell me why you soured on Asuka losing now.
Okay, so I like the match, and I firmly 100% believe that Charlotte is the one that should have beat Asuka.
You thought she's ready for Asuka.
Yes.
So we heard.
However, once we got after the event and we went to SmackDown, we had the Iconics come out. They destroyed Charlotte. Okay, and this is somebody that I'm pretty sure had matches with both Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Asuka. Yes. I'm pretty sure they had matches, and she destroyed them heavily. We get those two out there. They destroy Charlotte. Which, 2-on-1 isn't very fair, but still, Charlotte should have, she didn't look very strong in the beatdown. You have Asuka with her monster streak, and then they beat Charlotte. Carmella comes in, cashes in. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Carmella holding the belt because I don't think she's ready to hold the belt.
No, so that was effectively wasting Asuka's streak to me.
Yeah.
They had her lose for a segment on SmackDown, in which I did say that the cash-in should be a TV moment.
Not a Mania moment.
Not a Mania moment, but it shouldn't have been this. It should have been something else. And
how would, like an unsuccessful cash-in, or just a successful cash-in, just better written or later on? Or?
Yeah, later on.
The thing is like with the Money in the Bank thing, they should have been building Carmella up this whole time.
Yeah, so
that way when she cashes in, you feel like it's a little more worth it. They haven't really done anything with her.
And also, I have a strong feeling now that they might be moving Charlotte over to Raw, which is bullshit.
Yeah,
because
I wouldn't move her over.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And it they need to have another match.
Yeah, I mean, you
can't just take this freaking streak, this massive entity that Asuka is, and then you poo-poo it away. You're like, all right, and no rematch, no nothing.
They actually had both Rumble winners lose. Both Japanese Rumble winners lost.
We're like, wow, what a year in WWE. 2 Japanese superstars win the Royal Rumble.
And they
Vince
both
never
lost.
lets that happen, and they both went to Mania to lose. Which,
I mean, I don't think that was like the plan from the beginning.
I don't think so, but I would still say kind of suspicious.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard not to think that way. But
the thing is both of them are getting the belt at some time. That's the only reason why I don't think that was actually like a thought about plan. Both of them are getting the belt at some time. I don't want Charlotte over to Raw because I think you should tell the story of Asuka getting, that win back.
Yes. I think the better way to do it is to let Asuka do the cash in over on Raw, and let Charlotte beat her down the line at SummerSlam or something. You don't have to put it on a throwaway pay-per-view, but take it to SummerSlam or Survivor Series or Rumble next year. You don't have to wait all the way till Mania. I know I said Asuka should have not been beaten until next Mania, before Mania happened.
Yeah. Carmella's so weak. I feel like she's not ready to hold the biggest belt.
A massively powerful champion beat the most powerful woman in all of WWE, and then dropped the belt to Carmella. After
I'm not a fan of it.
After some noobs come up and beat her down.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. I'm supposed to be able to believe this.
I'm not the biggest fan of that either. But, and I don't think
ruined the whole WrestleMania moment for me.
What I'm guessing is at least what I'm hoping is Charlotte does not move over to Raw. Yeah. I'm hoping Carmella loses that belt soon to Asuka, and then you'll get a Charlotte-Asuka feud again, where Charlotte's like, that's mine. I already beat you. I want a rematch. Then you could tell that whole story with Asuka holding the belt and then retaining at SummerSlam or something like that. That would make it more interesting.
Needs to beat Charlotte too.
She does, but I think you let Asuka take it off Carmella, and then you get Charlotte coming out being like, you have my belt. I never lost it. I got jumped and then pinned, and it's not fair, whatever.
I'm fine with that. And
then you let that go to SummerSlam, and then Asuka retains at SummerSlam.
I feel like they'll throw another Charlotte, like, oh, Charlotte wins again. I'm like, well, no, this is not right. This is not right.
Oh, gosh.
Because Charlotte has taken plenty of losses.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty. And Asuka has taken one loss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but if anybody was going to beat her, it's good it was Charlotte.
Yeah. And I wholeheartedly agree with it being Charlotte.
Yeah.
Nobody else even stands a chance, really.
No. Unless they start building up people like Becky or somebody. Or, I mean, like Sasha or somebody.
It's going to take a long build to get anybody as credible as Charlotte, though.
Yeah, it is. But the other best match of the night, the third one, that I would say probably 1, Charlotte and Asuka, 2, right here, the mixed tag match.
Yes. I think it far exceeded what anybody ever thought this match was going to be.
Rumor is it was all scripted. They had that scripted out, which is fine if you give me that sort of entertainment, because that was amazing.
And they put on a really, 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 really fun match.
There was a few false endings too where I thought, oh, here it goes. He's tapping out to her. Nope. There was a few where it's just like, oh, here's the pin. Oh, a kick out.
And then we got the great mixed stuff, like where Triple H, pulled Rousey down and slammed her onto the mat.
Oh, yeah, she yanked her out of that ring. It's like, whoa.
And then, we have Triple H bowing up to her like he's about to whip her ass. And then she throws him in the arm bar. And then Kurt Angle puts Stephanie in the ankle lock. Yeah. Which I was screaming about, dude. I was so excited that we got that spot. And, nobody wants to give props to Steph, but I will give them to her. I think she did a good job.
Yeah. No, she did a great job.
Almost everybody I've seen has kind of poo-pooed still Stephanie was in that match.
Yeah.
They poo-pooed that. They're like, well, she was the weakest link. And I agree that she might have been the weakest link, but she did a good job.
Yeah, no, I think she did. Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And
so props to you, Steph.
Yeah. Props to you for
I know you're listening, so.
Oh, gosh. But I think I don't know what Meltzer gave this, but I feel like he probably didn't rate it high enough because it was so entertaining. Yeah. And it was a mixed tag, so I bet it didn't get.
Yeah.
Probably got 3.75, but it was so good.
It was a strong debut for Rousey, too. Like,
oh, yeah.
I think it was great. I really hope they don't do this thing where they keep her off of the main shows altogether. Start letting her work some small matches or some squash matches.
Yeah, I don't know.
She doesn't really need to, but or just put her in some tag matches. More tag matches.
I think she's not working completely full time, but definitely more than people like Brock and them do.
Yeah.
She's going to be doing more than that, but she's not going to do it.
She doesn't need to be, I can see them not putting her on house shows.
Yeah, they won't need to.
Yeah.
Same thing with, I don't think Daniel Bryan.
It's like Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, all those guys. They don't do house shows.
Unfortunately, I'd rather see Daniel Bryan and Ronda Rousey, and I don't care about seeing Randy Orton anymore. So this next week on Monday and Tuesday, we got the Superstar Shakeup. And last time, it wasn't really, it was just, they called it a shakeup, and then it was just normal shows with, oh, surprise, so-and-so's over here now.
Yeah.
I hope this time they do it more like the draft episode, if you're going to do it.
It kind of sucks because last year they did it where it was a surprise on Raw.
Right.
And then SmackDown is less of a surprise.
Yeah. Well, so far, we've already gotten a few call-ups and returns. So this last Monday, we got Bobby Lashley came out in the middle of Elias's little thing and did that delayed suplex there. That was pretty awesome. I'll give it to him. That was pretty cool. We got AOP coming out.
Okay. And I hate this too.
I know. You hate the fact that Paul Ellering, they're ditching him. They told him to.
Some people like it. I don't.
Once they won, they were heading back up the ramp and they just kind of stopped him. It was like, this is where you get off, basically. Yeah. And they freaking.
I like to do it on my own storyline. I just wish they wouldn't have came out with him if that's the route they were going.
You think so?
Yeah. Stick Paul Ellering with somebody else on NXT. Don't waste him.
Do you think that he had anything to do with I can't really work a schedule that intense, so...
He does NXT stuff. Like, it's not intense.
Yeah, I know,
probably
but you're
on the road.
Yeah, you're on main roster now.
Yeah. What I worry about, what I don't like, is I feel like they're not going to use Paul Ellering. And that sucks, because he did such a great job with AOP.
Maybe they're going to do something cool, like Sanity comes up and he's their manager. Mm-hmm. Or maybe he'll go somewhere else as a salty bitch and try and get revenge on AOP, ditch him. We don't know. We'll see. Also, we got Jeff Hardy came back. Mm-hmm. Did you like that segment with Bray Wyatt?
I sure did, man.
Who didn't?
I thought it
Brother
was really...
Nero.
Yeah, we got a bunch of really cool little throwaway segments on Raw and little promos.
Because they were leading up to the 6-man tag,
and they did. Jeff stepped over and did the whole broken universe thing with Matt and Bray, and it was totally normal. And the voicemail, dude, I left you a voicemail, but it must have been deleted.
Yes.
Yes. How they keep a straight face in that crap, I don't know, dude.
I assume it's just been going on so long that it's just it's easy.
Yeah, maybe.
They've just done it for so long.
Because they hit those marks fast, and if I was not totally prepared for it, even if I was prepared for it, I'd probably still laugh just thinking about it. But they had the little segment, and Finn and Seth were like, what was that all about? And Jeff is like, and he throws a piece of gum in his mouth and walks.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it.
Oh, yeah, I liked it. I also liked Samoa Joe's return.
Yeah, that was real good.
I liked Roman going out there pissing and moaning, I guess, like usual. And then Samoa Joe comes out there. This is
not the way to do Roman.
No. It's just,
you guys are fucking up big time.
They're screwing it up. Maybe they should just stick him in the mid card and let him just work his way back up.
Yeah, they should turn him heel, dude.
They should. Yeah, he needs a fucking something.
People are gonna boo him anyway. Give him a reason to boo.
Yeah, might as well. But you got Samoa Joe out, who did awesome. His promo work is really good. Really, really good.
We had the really great segment with the bar in the back about after the Braun Strowman thing, we'll talk about that in a second, but the bar came out, so Braun and Nicholas relinquished their titles.
Yeah, the thing we didn't talk about on Mania was the Braun and Nicholas, which some people hated. I didn't hate it.
Really mean, dude.
I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. I thought it was just fine. I enjoyed it.
Let the kid have his moment. It didn't hurt Braun. It didn't hurt the bar.
I don't think so, no.
No.
But they relinquished their titles. Because he's got a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, he's only in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
But the bar come out to Kurt, and they're like, it's not the bar. I'm completely mixing this up. It's Sammy and Kevin go to Kurt.
Yes.
And they're looking for some jobs. And Kurt's like, well, we're not hiring tag teams, but you can check with TNA.
Yes.
And you could hear the crowd. Oh, man, that was a sick burn, dude. And nobody saw that coming.
Is there any chance that they go to TNA for a program?
Well, TNA isn't a thing anymore.
I know. They go to Impact to do their program. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I really want them to go to NXT.
Who else do we get? Oh, we got Ember Moon. Mm-hmm. So Ember Moon comes out.
She had the dominant call-up, I feel like. The best showing.
Yeah, she did. She had a good showing, and I think other than that, those are your call-ups, and then SmackDown, there wasn't really any. You got Iconics, which we already talked about, who go out and basically jump Charlotte and just open the door for Carmella to cash in.
Yeah. I will say, so we got the Iconics on SmackDown. That was our only real call-up and surprise.
So far, yeah. We'll see on Tuesday.
I will still say that I thought SmackDown was the better show of the two, because Raw was, other than a bunch of cool little moments, it was throwaway. There was nothing advanced there.
I liked them both. I felt great that finally both shows were solid for a week. I was just
it was
thank
a very
God.
fun show. I don't
Thank
think it was
God.
bad at all.
Yeah.
I think it's it's a show that you should see, but it didn't have anything that advanced anything really.
No, and the big surprise on SmackDown was the fact that on Monday, Paige retires.
Yeah.
She comes out. She's retired. And then then Tuesday, it gets announced she's the new general manager because Daniel Bryan's now an active wrestler again.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first things she does is sets up a killer main event.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Daniel versus AJ. And I was just like, oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait. And it did not disappoint.
No, it was very good. For a TV match, it was very good.
Oh, yeah. And I mean,
it had a super good ending.
there was no contest because somebody won.
Nobody won. Oh, well,
I think Daniel Bryan.
He need Daniel Bryan first, so.
Oh, did he? Okay, so basically nobody won. Mm-hmm. And we get to see Knock as a heel. Knock's been punching balls, is what he's been doing. Punching AJ's balls more than anything.
Well, now he's kicking people really hard, too.
Yeah.
Like while they're on the ground. And I hope they let him work his style a little more because this is a time to pull the trigger on Nakamura. People want to really like him. Now you have a heel, and people, will willingly hate him. But also, they're going to really like his work if he gets to do what he can do.
What he does best.
And WWE, other than a few matches on NXT, has yet to let him do that.
Yeah.
He gets to put on lackluster matches, and I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I don't think he forgot how to wrestle. I think he gets told what he can and can't do, and they need to relinquish that a little bit.
A little bit.
Also, his promo earlier in the night was probably my favorite promo of the entire week. Are
you gonna do the impression?
No, I'm not. Renee comes out as she's lingering around his door. Knock comes out and she goes, "Why did you betray after such a great match with which you lied to us, Renee? With AJ Styles? Why did you turn on him? Why did you do that?"
Yeah, and
he said,
"I got too emotional.
Yeah, maybe I got too emotional." And then he winks at her.
Yes.
And she's like, "You're being disingenuous. I can tell. Can we have a real answer, please?" He says, "Sorry, I don't speak English."
Yes, he did. And it was awesome.
And it's gonna lead to
if he keeps it up, if that's the way he's playing it, I'm gonna love.
Yeah.
Heel Nakamura is gonna be so entertaining.
It was so good. And dude, his shots at the end, also his attire changed a little bit. That vest and stuff he had on, he looked dope.
Went a little more Michael Jackson with
it. A
little more Thriller Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
I was into it.
I was happy both those shows were solid. I'm looking forward to the shakeup. I loved TakeOver. Mm-hmm. Mania was started so strong and got a little tiring and lost steam there near the middle. But I think overall, it was a good week of wrestling last week. This week was really good. So I'm looking forward to next week.
Me too. I didn't know you wanted something from me there.
No. I never want anything from you.
I think next week is Monday and Tuesday. Which is either if you're listening to this on an audio spot, there's a good chance you're listening to it on Sunday night. But if you're viewing it on YouTube, it's a good chance you're looking at it on a Monday. So
okay, so to finish up here, since we have the shakeup coming this next week, we spoke a little bit about it on our video of who we want going where. Who do you think needs to go over to SmackDown? Who do you think needs to go over to Raw? And do you think there needs to be any more NXT call-ups? Or do you think they should stop where they're at?
As far as call-ups go, Raw doesn't need any more. Trying to think if there's anybody else that's ready to go up or that needs to go up. I could see Drew McIntyre going up. I don't think he is.
See, I'm gonna be the one that says no more call-ups.
Okay.
And
I'm fine with there being no more. Absolutely
I'm fine with NXT staying so crazy stacked.
Yeah.
That they just keep building that brand up, at least for now. The only ones I think that could use a call-up, only because I don't know where they're going with their storyline, is Gargano and Ciampa.
Yeah.
I don't know where you go from their storyline now that it's kind of finished up, basically. I don't think we're getting a rematch.
Mm-mm.
I think that storyline's run its course, so where they go from here, I don't know. but I trust NXT to do it right.
Yeah, true.
Whereas I don't trust the main card as much to do it right.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So I kind of want nobody getting called up.
I do think we need to stack SmackDown up a little more.
Yeah. You think Finn? I'm still on the page. I want Finn over there.
Yeah, Finn is good.
Finn with the club would be cool.
Don't you fuckers move Charlotte. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Asuka is going to SmackDown. I feel like that's
I assumed she already was, but apparently she has not. So,
Yeah,
but she didn't show up.
certain.
That was another thing that probably was lacking from Raw and SmackDown is the fact that Asuka doesn't show up.
Yeah, we didn't see Asuka at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I was like, okay. So I thought that was weird.
But
I don't think Almas needs to go up.
No.
He could, yes, but I don't want him to yet.
Yeah.
He's doing so good. I want to keep him.
And when
there.
they move him up, they need to move him with Zelina Vega. She needs to go with him.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's going to end, in my opinion, his best chance at being taken seriously in WWE.
Do you think New Day goes back over to Raw?
No.
Do you think? I know on the video you said you think the bar might split, and you got Cesaro over to SmackDown.
Yeah, Cesaro going as a singles competitor.
I mean, I wouldn't hate that. And you're basically saying Sheamus is going to probably take a break because he needs minor surgery and a little recovery time.
He needs some recovery. But
and I'm still with the thing that Rude needs to go over to Raw and he needs to be heel.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want that to happen.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I don't foresee him flip-flopping any titles this time. I do think that the Greatest Royal Rumble's coming in. Said it threw a wrench at my armor.
That's right.
I think Usos still might be moving over to Raw, and we need to get new number one contenders for those belts.
What you said, Rusev?
I said the Usos.
Oh, the Usos. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Rusev.
Yeah,
so
Rusev.
Don't ask me.
This is a mystery, man.
I don't know
what the heck is going on. Because there are a lot of people out there like, oh, they're putting him in the Rumble, which I think they might put him in the Rumble. They're like, they're putting him in the Rumble, and he's going to win. No, he's not. No, he's not. Daniel Bryan is winning that, dude.
Well, I could see Braun Strowman winning it.
Yeah, Braun Strowman is another.
But
you could have Braun and Daniel in at the very end and have a really cool moment there.
Yeah, you could. But I don't know. I hope this shakeup is they do it more like the draft and not just a surprise. Guess who's showing up?
I don't have any faith that they won't do that though.
Yeah, I don't either. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yep. There's
a little pause there. Roger's gonna leave me hanging here.
Yeah, leaving you hanging, dude.
Oh gosh, with the dead.
Do we have
air.
any more notes to hit?
No.
Let's do a fun one here.
Okay.
I got a fun one.
You got a fun one? Go for it.
Yeah, let's do. Okay, so let's predict the next big chant in WWE.
No. Okay.
Okay. What's yours, dude?
Oh man. Oh man.
It's the Shinsuke one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Shinsuke.
It's WWE turning the WWE universe into a bunch of unknowing racist cocks.
Yeah, I think there's totally a possibility that every time Knock comes out there and people are asking him questions, it's gonna turn into
Yeah. No speak English.
Yeah. Exactly.
No speak English. Yeah. That's what I feel like. There's a real possibility. I also think that maybe we'll get Paige every time she comes out to make an announcement. We're gonna get Paige here chants.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah,
that was a very popular meme.
Yeah,
going around.
Yeah,
Paige here.
I think there's a very real chance for that to turn into a damn chant.
That just more things that Vince freaking hates, and that's crowd chanting and beach balls.
I have no control over it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
I didn't get to hit that ball.
That does it for us on episode 5.
That's not my ear in that ball. I didn't blow that up.
We are building quite the catalog of episodes here. 5.
Yeah, 5.
Stay tuned next week for 6.
Yeah.
And go like and subscribe. Check us out on YouTube, guys. Follow us on Twitter. Why can't I say Twitter anymore?
I don't know. Just
follow us on Twitter.
Twatter, that's what I
WrestleForever. Yep. Chat us up. We'd like to talk to people.
If you're listening to us on any audio spot like iTunes or anything like that, be sure to leave us a nice little rating down there and comment, say something nice, or don't say anything, but just leave us some stars. It'd be really helpful. If you're on YouTube, be sure you subscribe to the Rapid Kick Media channel. Feel free to comment below. We read all the comments. We'll respond to anybody. We'll talk to you. We'll be your friend. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like the video wherever you are.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Smashed.
I'm so smashed on James.
Hey-o.
Hey.